Hi everyone, my name's Claudia and you have found yourself on Myprotein's YouTube channel. Today we will be working through a 15-minute flow that is designed to charge up your systems. Let's go ahead and get started in a child's pose position. So bring your knees wide, toes touch, hips to heels, walk the hands forward, release your forehead down, and allow your back body to just melt into your front body as your front body gives over to the force of gravity. And let's start by simply noticing the breath. And if that's a little challenging today, don't worry. It just means that your mind is agitated. But we're going to do our best to really open up the mind, to open up the body, to open up the heart as if it was all one big portal to this deeper energy source, this infinite source that is you. And from that deepest place within you, breathe in, breathe out. Okay, stay with that activated breath. Begin to shuffle yourself forward into a tabletop position. So let's have you stack your joints here so you've got that structural support of the bones. The shoulders are over the hands, the hips are over the knees. Now spread the hands and press the shins down, and then as you inhale, come to a cow position where we tilt the tailbone up, open through the collarbones, pinch the shoulder blades together, gaze up to the sky. As you exhale, round your back to a cat position. The chin comes in, we curl the tailbone under, and we find protraction of the shoulder blades. That just means pull the shoulders away. Okay, let's just do 2 more cycles with the breath as we begin to lubricate the back body. Inhale, cow. Exhale to cat. Breathe in, open up. Breathe out and round. Okay, good. Reset your back. Slither your hands just a little further forward. Again, spread them, root them, ground them, and then curl your tootsies under. Press down through the toes. Begin to send the hips up and back. And let's arrive in down dog. Now I want you to take your dog on a little bit of a walk here. So pedal out your feet, sway your hips. Bring emphasis on straightening out the spine over having long hamstrings. So that might mean you want to bend your knees even deeper here so you can push your hands into the ground and then lead your chest back towards your thighs. Take a full breath in and allow that breath to make its way to those spaces in the body that might feel a little bit stiff today. So breathe in, breathe out. All right, look forward at your thumbs. Walk your feet forward. So I want you to bring your feet right underneath your hips here. Lower your chest. Drop your skull so your head's really heavy, like you've got a weight attached to it. And then with a heavy head, let's have you just sway yourself from side to side. And by doing just that, we can start to release through the entire back plane of the body. The hammies, the glutes, the lower back, the mid back, the upper back, let everything go. Now with this sense of lightness, tuck your chin in and roll your body all the way up to standing. Feel your spine stack. Roll your shoulders back, untuck your chin, bring your hands to your heart center, thumbs to the sternum, Samastitihi position. All right, let's work through 2 rounds of Surya Namaskar A, Sun Salutation A, to warm up the body. So blink your eyes open if you had them closed, sweep your arms up and out, breathe in like a sunrise. As you exhale, fold yourself forward. So I want you to over-exaggerate this stretch, like you're diving forward. Bring the weight into the ball of the feet, straighten out your legs. You can even bring your hands to grab hold of your ankles here to make this just a little deeper. Now as you inhale, let's go for halfway lift. So bring your hands under your shoulders. Lengthen out your spine. Draw the navel in. Engage the hammies. Exhale, hands under the shoulders. Walk your feet back. We will meet in a high plank, and I want you to just stabilize once you get there. So push your heels back and the crown of the head forward. Find protraction of the shoulder blades again, so pull the shoulders away. Keep the navel zipped in and then breathe in. As you breathe out, lower to your knees. Drop the chest down in between your thumbs. Keep your elbows wrapped in here like little cricket wings. Now once the chest lowers, once the belly is soft, press down through your pubic bone, through the backs of your feet, and then let's begin to yawn the chest open. Lift up your chest, roll your shoulders back, keep opening through the collarbones, squeeze your glutes slightly here, and just find a sustainable shape for your spine. Breathe in. As you breathe out, bend into your knees, curl your tootsies under, send the hips up and back to downward facing dog. Take a breath with me, inhale, exhale. All right, let's move with that breath. So look forward as you inhale, walk your feet forward as you exhale. Halfway lift, nice breath in, forward fold, deep breath out. Press down to lift yourself all the way up. Inhale, open, expand, stretch, light yourself up. As you exhale, fold yourself in half and clean your slate. Clear your space. Halfway lift, we breathe in. High plank position, breathe out. This is your opportunity to strengthen your entire body. Now lower down with your strength. Just drop to the knees. Lower the belly, the chest, the chin. And now from the ground, lift up your chin, your chest, your belly. Breathe in. Downward facing dog. Breathe out. Okay, again, take a breath with me. Together, yet apart. Inhale. Exhale. All right, from down dog, let's begin to work into the hips. So send your right foot up and back. Turn on the hamstring, so flex the right foot, and then guide the knee in towards your chest, dropping the right foot all the way forward in between your thumbs. If it doesn't quite get there, just give it a wiggle on through. Allow the left knee to kiss the yoga mat. Tent up onto your fingertips. Lead with your sternum. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Lower the bottom half of the body. So we start to work into the left hip flexor, left psoas. Keep your hips neutralized and breathe in. As you breathe out, step your left foot forward and then fold forward. Okay, just like before, halfway lift is your inhale. Fold and exhale. Root down to rise all the way up. Should feel like muscle memory right now. Breathe in. Come back down to the ground and breathe out. Let this be a deep stretch as you fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Now this time as you exhale, frame your right foot, step your left foot to the back of the yoga mat. Lower the knee, lift up onto the fingertips, open through your chest. Now just hang out here and breathe. So we're opening the bottom half of the body, but the upper body is still engaged and switched on. So switch your core on, suck it in, and then breathe in. Now as you breathe out, press the hands down, curl the left toes under, step yourself to downward facing dog. Once you get there, left side, flutter the left foot up and back behind you with engagement. Bring the knee towards the nose, step the toes in between the thumbs. Right knee drops to the ground, we lift up onto the fingertips. Hello hips. Lower them, but lift through your chest. So imagine your body right now is like a hot air balloon. As you exhale, you allow your hips to descend. And as you inhale, the chest ascends. Let it inflate and expand. So breathe in, breathe out. Okay, good. One more breath before we move. Inhale. As you exhale, pick up the right foot and step it all the way to the top of the yoga mat. Fold yourself in half. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold yourself back down, breathe out. All the way up to the sky, Tadasana. Look up, inhale, lift up. Exhale back down to the ground. Halfway lift, Adho Uttanasana. Elongate your back body. As you breathe out, frame your left foot, step the right foot all the way back, lower the knee, tent up onto the fingertips, breathe in fully, hold. As you exhale, allow the hips to sink and soften, keeping your chest elevated. One more breath, preparing to move. Inhale. Exhale to downward facing dog. Okay, now listen, once you get to down dog, you're going to roll yourself forward to a high plank position. Option to drop to the knees, or you can take this high plank to low plank. A little bit more of a challenge for you. Keeping the shoulders in line with the elbows. Now roll over the toes, cobra pose like we did before, or upward facing dog where the thighs are off the yoga mat. Exhale to child's pose position. Bring the knees wide, push the bum towards the heels. Walk your arms forward and down. And then soften into yourself. Okay, now let's begin to switch into more of a passive state of being. And as we do so, can you still set out to discover what treasures you have yet to find during this practice? And let that breath be a treasure. So enjoy it. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, my loves, lift up your torso. You're going to shuffle your hips to one side. Bring the legs forward. Allow the soles of the feet to touch one another. Knees drop out. Bring the hands to your ankles. Lift up your chest as you breathe in, like you're going to fluff up a pillow. As you breathe out, fold your chest forward into an imaginary pillow. Okay, so you can use your elbows here at the inside of the calves to push them open. And then by default, we work into the inner groin and the outer hips simultaneously. And we'll just stay here for a few cycles of breath as we transition from the yang to yin, from the doing to the being. Humans doing to humans being. The yang part of the practice is really great to build this mobility and flexibility, but the yin is the juice. So when we work deeper into the tissues, the connected tissues, where yogis say all of our issues and tensions actually lie, it's what we call vrittis in yoga. Let's stay here for just a few more cycles of breath. And then go ahead and lift the torso up. Reposition your feet to the ground. Place the hands behind the backs of the knees. And then unravel your spine all the way down to the ground. Once the spine releases, stack the knees over the hips, and then let's have you just drop the knees over to the right. Just a really gentle twist. You can place your right hand on your left thigh as you stretch out through your left fingertips. Soften your eyes, close now. So just a last little bit of decompression. And using this physical decompression to be the gateway for any last little bits of mental, emotional decompression. All right, start to bring the knees all the way back through center. Drop the knees over to the left. Left hand on the right knee, right arm reaches out. Perhaps dropping your head over to the right. Drop the eyelids. Drop any thoughts. Drop any expectations of what you think this pose is meant to look or feel like. Drop any anticipations that you have for the rest of your day and just come to drop into the very here and the now as you bring your awareness back to your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. All right, start to extend both legs all the way down. Release through your entire being. You can allow your arms to reach out to the sides, or perhaps you want to place one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. As you be with yourself right now, in full permission, in openness, in clarity. Now, if you have the luxury of time, I invite you to stay in Savasana for a little longer. If you're ready to move on with the rest of your day, start to bring some undulations into the toes and your hands. Gently guide your knees in towards your chest. Place the hands behind the backs of your knees and give yourself a rock up to a seat. Cross your legs. Stack your spine like a pillar. Bring the hands to your heart center in a prayer position. Bow the chin to the chest in honor of this practice, in honor of yourself for making the time, for holding this space, for sharing your energy, and for giving your body and your mind the gift of yoga. Now, with that goodness, bow your chest all the way forward and let this bow be the symbol of the completion of this practice. Thank you, friends. Thank you so much for practicing, my friends. I'll see you next time. And in the meantime, make sure you check out more videos over on Myprotein's YouTube account. See you soon.